Welcome to this video. I wanted to go over a landing page facelift with you, and I want to thank Jake for allowing me to use his example, and we tweak this a couple of ways, and I want to show you exactly what we did and why we did it, and maybe it'll help you with your landing page here. So this is the page that we started with. And as you can see here, it's not a bad looking page at all. There's a lot of great things about it, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. But basically what is happening here right away, this is about the program itself, or about the webinar. It's really promoting the course, as you can see here. Right here it says like webinar to boost, and it's another one's here, 6-session webinar course. Like, it talks a lot about the course and not about the transformation, and that's really what we want to talk about really in a landing page, or getting someone to trade their email address to sign up for whatever it is that you're offering. So just to be, oops, let me just undo that. There we go. And just to be very clear, when I came into the picture here, a lot of people had already given examples or suggestions on how to change this and everything else. So I didn't really come into the picture until the second phase, which was right about here. So as you can see, there's still a lot of great things that was changed. They moved, I should say, the boost your shooting percentage right here. Was basically, that's what the big promise is, right? So you can see here in the first one, it's sign up for the high performance mindfulness webinar to boost your shooting percentage. And although there's nothing wrong with that, when you were doing yours, what's the biggest thing that you are promising? And that needs to be front and center. And even if you kept this, it would be boost your shooting percentage by signing up for, the high performance mindfulness webinar. But that's still not what we're going to do. But just by moving this piece right here up to, the main spot would change everything. And that's what happens over here. So now it's like, oh, okay, well, I want to, boost my shooting percentage, which is awesome. And then it's exactly what I said, right? Sign up for the high performance mindfulness coaching program. And then it's players, a 6-session webinar course right here. And I'll share my best kept secrets for statistically improving your shot. Now, this is not bad. It's better than this one here, okay? And obviously here, like, want to know more, sign up below. We're going to change all this stuff too. This is better, but still it talks about, like, it goes from like this big promise into, okay, sign up for this thing, this coaching program, and then it's a 6-session webinar course. So those are the two main points that Jake is using here to sell this promise, and nobody cares. This is really what I want to stress, is that nobody cares that it's a webinar course, and nobody cares about your coaching program or your ebook or whatever it is, right? It doesn't matter how it's delivered. It's about the promise, especially on this page. All right, so this is the point where I came in and started giving some advice, which is exactly what I'm telling you right now on what to do. And so we want to move this stuff around, and sometimes we don't even need it, but really what we want to do is we have the main promise here, and then we want to have, what's the second biggest promise that I can give you? And in this case, it's about the best kept secrets, right? For statistically improving, that's really hard for me to say quickly, but statistically improving the shot. That's the next big promise. I'm going to boost your shooting percentage, and then I'm going to show you how to do that using my best kept secrets. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's go to number 3, and here it is. You see how much cleaner this page is? And this one is not bad. This one here is really, really cluttered, right? And the font sizes are all kind of messed up. Like, the biggest part is like, do you want to know more, sign up. Well, this should be, the biggest font size should be in the headline, which they did here, and then as well here. But we just reduced the sizes a little bit more. This could be a little bit bigger, but no big deal. I'm not going to get into the major little details of the font sizes in here about this, but I was asked about it, and I said, listen, like, basically it's, the font size goes from big to smaller to smallest, right? That's how it would work. So these could be a little bit bigger, or this headline could be a little bit bigger if I was really being nitpicky, but that's not what we're here for. We're here about why this changed, all this text changed to this one. And you can see this is really like right to the point. Boost your shooting percentage. Players, I'll share my best kept, or it should be I'll share best kept secrets for statistically transforming your shot, right? And that's what the thing is. And if you want that, then hey, then sign up for this thing. And that's exactly what we're doing. So then that's where it goes below here. Sign up now and download my free video tutorial on my favorite way for improving your shooting percentage. So now you can give a little bit of details of what they're signing up for, and you can see that this was moved from outside the box, right, which is over here, to inside the box, because that's where the call to action is. And these are little things to, really pinpoint. If you look at this one here, like everything in your face, as soon as you look at this, like the first thing that comes at you is like, whoa, sign up below. Well, sign up for what? Like, so people are, they kind of might miss this, and they're usually on their cell phones, or on their mobile phones, I should say, and they're going to miss it all, and they just see this big thing that goes sign up below and this big thing over here, and they might not do it, right? They might not look at and want to read all this text. This one is way better. So you look at this and you go, okay, boost your shooting percentage, and then they might jump over here and put in their text or their email information, right? This one here, right to the point. Boost your shooting percentage. I'm going to get right to the best kept secrets, and here's what's going to happen. Just do this thing, and you'll get this thing delivered to you. Now, we also changed, as you can see here, this one here, the button is submit. Like that's, you don't want to use stuff like that. Submit, these are just standard stuff that you just want to get rid of. Submit is like so corporate, or I don't know. It's a cold way of putting that on the, the call to action. It's like submit. Am I going to be approved, or what's going on, right? The next one is better. Get access, right? So this is really cool. Get access. I don't have any problem with this one. I just suggested a couple of other things, and we moved it to this. Let me inside. So, or this could be let's get started, or something like that. So this one is like, well, I've got this thing and you can get it, so let me inside. So I just want to point out why we're doing this. Get access is okay, because this is kind of a command where you're saying you get access, or it could also be first party where it says get access, or it might be better to say give me access. So what I'm trying to really point out is the first party language. So that's why it says let me inside. So you want to look at this from the perspective of the person reading this, and the more you can give it your language from their perspective of reading it, the better it's going to be. So right here, this is a sign up now and download my free. This is someone speaking to the reader. Nothing wrong with that, right? But this one is, okay, I've given you this, and then, a lot of marketers make the mistake here, and they say something like, submit, or they'll say, maybe download now. Nothing wrong with those things, but I like to use first party language. So if you can use the first party language, great. Nothing wrong again with using download now or get access. But if you can change it to give me access now, or download my PDF now, or something like that, it just, it heightens the response, I would say, to, that they're gonna click and want to get inside. Just test those things, all right? The other thing I want to point out just before I end this video is that the page is, in my view, is awesome. So right away, even from this one, even if you use this one, what's really great about this page is the players. The players are looking up at the text. This is fantastic. So even in this one here, it's looking up at boost your shooting percentage, right? Fantastic. Look at this one. It's so clear. The players are looking up going, okay, this is what I want to learn. And this is a great background landing page. I love this. There's nothing wrong with this at all in my mind. So something to really look at when you're doing your pages. If you have a background like this, I think if you can have somebody looking up like this, that is in your, in what you're doing, like this guy is a basketball trainer, obviously, then it's going to work like crazy. You don't have to have a picture like this. You could have a simple background, no picture at all. We're really talking about copy and talking about how, we went from a really cluttered looking page with language that really doesn't pique the interest for somebody to give you their email address, to something that's more direct to the point, clean to look at, very easy to understand, and hopefully increases the responses that you're going to get, or Jake's going to get on his page now, because it has a clear promise and everything else. So that's really what this is about. Your landing page is about transformation. It's about the promise you're making right there on the page. It really has nothing to do with what you're giving them. Like this stuff down here, for the free video, has nothing to do with why they're giving you the email. It's cool, but they're giving you the email because they're going to get best kept secrets. They're going to improve their shooting percentage, and that's it. That's the reason why they're doing it. So remember that when you are doing your landing pages, and I promise you, you will get better opt-ins if you focus only on what they're going to get from downloading your stuff.